Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Holiday out there with Levine. Then there's Bobby Portis. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Toppin in at power forward. And for the Cavaliers, Evan Mobley is out there with Bryant. Here we go. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Harden. And it's Tyson in at the small forward. Now, Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for us.
Yeah, we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh.
And here's Holiday. On the wing, Levine. Pass to Toppin. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to outwork it.
Mobley outside. Shoots over Toppin. And it's Seattle with the rebound. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus...
Special to see how they match up. A lack of familiarity both for the players and the fans.
And Thompson kicks to Toppin. And 2 free throws coming up on 84 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment, then losing in the second round. They knew they'd be criticized and acknowledged they need to be tougher mentally.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Harden. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here is Mitchell. The Cavaliers with another miss. Levine with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Mobley. Mobley, a screen on Levine. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Levine against Mitchell. And Levine, here we go. He doesn't hit that one. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mobley is screened. The shot by Mitchell, no good. For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Mitchell against Levine. Now Toppin. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
That one goes. Count it. And it's 7 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Holiday dishes to Thompson. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Cleveland. 4-point game. Pass to Tyson. Here's Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Now, here's Thompson. Tight defense.
Finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And it's in there.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
For Seattle, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Thompson surveying the floor. Holiday against Harden. In the corner, it's Toppin. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Thompson. Last time out he had 13 points. Back to Holiday. Portis, a screen on Harden. Holiday up and in on the layup. Holiday's got his third basket of the night.
Well, Holiday is one of the strongest guards in the league. He can handle the contact.
Pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Count that one from Toppin.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Cavaliers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Pass to Harden. Now, here's Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach LaVine.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
And he can't get the first one. A platoon swap here for Seattle. He hits the second from the line. For Seattle, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Now, here's Mitchell. His last outing, he had 8 points, and they take the lead. And Seattle leads by 1.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Thomas. Williams has a screen for Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. Williams passes to Filipowski. And that one drops for him.
Good look there from Williams.
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Mitchell kicks it over to Schroeder. Three-pointer. Rebound by Williams. For Seattle, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Thomas inside, covered by Mitchell. Thomas, no luck. The Cavaliers trailing to the inside. Williams with the steal. Mitchell with it. No scoring in this one. Right side, Thomas driving to the basket, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you see the suddenness of Thomas. That's a tough play to defend.
Wade, a screen on Mitchell. It's Schroeder with the drive. Mitchell wide open. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now, here's Nesmith. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Filipowski's got his second bucket.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Taken away by Williams. Nesmith, the pass to Williams, and it's good, 2 points. Now it's a 5-point Seattle lead.
Superb focus on that basket. Williams not letting the contact throw him off.
Bryant sets the screen for Mitchell. Back to Bryant, and Bryant throws it down.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarter.
Seattle leading by 3. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Thomas, good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 17.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Williams. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Schroeder. Good D by Mitchell. Seattle has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Williams can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Merrill. He has yet to score. 44 seconds left in the first. Pass to Mitchell. A floater, and it's out of bounds. Pass touched by Mitchell.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Keon Ellis comes in for Sam Merrill. And Porter subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Seattle leading by 3. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Porter against Mitchell. Over Porter. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And here's Schroeder. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Count it from 12. At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Seattle leads by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Seattle.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
We've got Harden. Mobley is out there with Wade. Then it's Porter. And it's Ellis at the three. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Now here's Porter. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Mobley finds Porter over Mitchell. That's good from Porter on the assist by Mobley. Porter's got his first points of the night.
And I like that Mobley keeps his options open. He knows by making that pass, it could lead to something better.
Now, here's Nesmith. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Mitchell. From down in the low post, it goes. And Seattle leads by 1. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Well, Cleveland shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. Wade outside. Pass to Mobley. Now Porter, covered by Mitchell. 4 on the clock. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy's a point guard. Back to you guys.
Yeah, but tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, reminding us of what he can do.
Harden's shot is off. Seattle leading by 5. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Seattle. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Doesn't go that time. Great defense that time from Ellis. Porter dishes to Wade. Harden against LaVine. Harden kicks to Porter. Pass to Mobley. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. Take a look at New York. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Man, and I think Seattle,
They've gotten off to a slow start, but they have really found their rhythm here of late. And as a result, they're moving up the charts quickly.
And Cleveland making a change here. Tyson's checked in. And then for Seattle, Portis, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Thompson comes in for Nesmith, and it's Drew Holiday in for Mitchell. Here's Portis. No good off the front iron. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Harden outside, stolen by Thompson. Pass to Portis. It's stolen. Ellis left side. Back to Harden. Harden gets all the way to the rim.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
The Cavaliers making a change here. Merrill's checked in. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Fifth on the list, James Harden.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
Yeah, it's a talented group. Great leadership qualities, and you trust these guys to make great decisions.
Now, here is Harden following the shot by Drew Holiday.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Toppin kicks to Holiday. To end the drought. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Tyson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Holds it up there for Mobley. Out of bounds. Seattle will take possession.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Drew Holiday. Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Now here's Levine. He had 19 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in.
3. Here's Tyson. Nothing on the board. Here's Mobley. It's good.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
Now here is Holiday. Outside Levine. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Outside Holiday. That one drops for him. Holiday's got 8 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Now let's the pass to Harden. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Toppin. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Toppin's got the lead up to 6 now for Seattle. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Ellis outside. Back to Harden. Taken away by Holiday. On the wing, Thompson. Over Ellis. The shot by Thompson, no good. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Levine. He's got 6 from deep. Kept alive. Portis on the follow. And Seattle leads by 6.
Well, look, Portis has made a living out of staying active on the glass.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Look now for Cleveland. Bryant is checked in for Mobley. Mitchell comes in for Keon Ellis. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. And then for Seattle, Filipowski comes in for Toppin. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Zach LaVine. Now, here's Thompson. Holiday, the pass to Portis. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Bryant. For 3, connects from three-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now Holiday, a 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Here's Schroeder. Seattle grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Pass to Tyson. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Seattle has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Over to the wing. Portis for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Tyson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And he comes up with the deuce. And now just a 1-point Seattle lead.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Seattle calls timeout.
Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes your pass-through hot squad. Let me hear you make some noise. Onto the floor is your pass-through hot squad.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Mitchell. And tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Seattle has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Thomas. Bryant with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. That is his first foul of the game. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Number 32, Dean Wade.
They get a hand on it. Fires, high post. Here's Portis. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Filipowski. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Holiday finds Thomas to the paint. Here's Portis. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Well, you can see there, it was a good defensive effort, but Portis was composed and wouldn't be thrown off.
Now, here's Mitchell. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Porter's checked in for Sam Merrill. And then for Seattle, Robert Williams is checked in for Portis. Neesmith comes in for Thompson. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Drew Holiday. Filipowski with it, defended by Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Seattle, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Filipowski. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Cleveland, trailing by 5. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. He was all alone on that one. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Mitchell. Thomas against Schroeder. Lock at 6. Shoots from 12. Thomas, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
They set the pick. For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Pass to Neesmith. Over Mitchell. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Neesmith has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Fires for 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Seattle ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
I think for Cleveland, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Changing focus now to our key performer of that first half, Drew Holiday. He was everywhere.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? A couple of times, you could just see defenders hang their heads, man.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
We've got second half.